What's up, traders? So looking at the weekly outlook video, I know I got a different angle, switching it up on you all with the camera angle here, but man, we got an awesome week in the books. We got RBNZ meeting this week. We have some inflation data coming out of Canada, but pretty quiet for the dollar, which is good. I like the quiet weeks, especially when it comes no FOMC, no inflation. It's kind of nice, especially when it comes to our technical analysis, our momentum setups, or the setups I'm specifically looking for, and then following through the execution of those using our EA, right? So it's going to be a big week. There's a lot of good setups, and I specifically am excited about the Canadian dollar and inflation coming out of Canada because if you're following me, if you've been trading live with me, Euro CAD, Pound CAD, I've been Aussie CAD, I've been all over these for the past 2 weeks, and they're really even starting to set up, and I think this is just the start of it. So let's have a look at this charts. Let's see what we got in terms of technical analysis, setups I'm going to be looking for, and what's on my watch list, what's on my hit list, and so you can make some yourself. So let's dive right in. All right, to quote Matthew McConaughey, right? So I'm sorry, man. We got the markets open in like 8 minutes. I usually like to bust this out a little bit earlier than this, but let's take a look at what we have in the works first in terms of potential data releases, right? So PMI, inflation's out of UK, which will definitely, I would say, be pretty significant. Consumer price, CPI out of CAD on Tuesday morning. We'll be trading that live too, and flash services PMI out of the US. But I think that's about it in terms of, okay, no, we do have the Fed this week. So I said no Fed this week, and I was didn't take a close enough look at this. So we got the Fed, we got GDP. So pretty much the whole intro there you can kind of discard, right? So most of my analysis for the next week begins Sunday night. So I'll just go ahead and call myself out there. So we could have a big week for the dollar. So it looks like it, right? We have the FOMC meeting minutes on the 22nd, which is Wednesday, 2 o'clock, normal time, GDP on Thursday. And I think this could be pretty significant. I have a feeling it will be. On Tuesday, the RBNZ Monetary Policy Rate Statement on Tuesday night. So I do think CAD data's, the inflation out of Canada, is going to be pretty impact worthy as well. So this is a setup I have here on CAD right now, Euro CAD. And so I've been looking at these Canadian pairs pretty much all last week, as I said in the intro there. Now we're approaching some pretty key levels when it comes to our Fibonacci here, right? We're at the 78.6 fib right there. So, but you can see pretty much across the board, and I mean, Pound CAD, like this was the gift that kept giving here, right? So I took a trade on this pullback. This one, you can see it all confirms with the momentum here, which is my trading system. And it looks like we have my third time's a charm, right? I don't know. You gotta be careful not to press your luck. But the exact same scenario is setting up here on EuroCAD. Now, if we look at New Zealand, pretty interesting setup here, I would say. And this is kind of like, you know, makes me sit back and be like, I don't know, because I see just right off immediately, right, descending wedge. So we got descending wedge pattern here setting up, which if we break out could mean a reversal on a lot of these CAD pairs, or at least NZD CAD, which actually this would really come in line with the same area as this little zone right here. Also the 200 SMA, right? So maybe we break out of that wedge and it just like, you know, fills out and the downtrend continues. I'm not sure, but you know, it's something to keep in mind because all of these seem to be setting up really, really nicely, right? So if we take a look at these yen pairs, now we were talking about this on Thursday's live trading call, and man, these are setting up super, super nice. I actually decided to quit taking buys altogether. I'm only doing shorts. Now, but look at this breakout on GBPJPY. This is enough for me to go back on that and be like, all right, I'm back in the game, back. I'm taking longs again, baby. Maybe, we'll see, but it's definitely tempting. Let me put it that way. So GJ is, if you ask me, in full on breakout mode, and I'm targeting 164.8, and this would coincide pretty much right on the 78.6 from this breakout point or breakdown point, right? So we have this supply zone order block 86.3. This is a pretty perfect zone for a target, you know? So like something to keep in mind when we're looking at these yen pairs. So we have a bullish pennant here, right? So you can see it looks like a golf pin, right? It's a pennant, right? So like, you know, there's flags and they have their triangle. That's what this is. So typically by the standard definition, a pennant will retrace to the size of the flagpole. So meaning, you know, if this is the pennant, I'll take this off of here, right? I'll take that off, not to confuse anybody. If this is the pennant, which it looks like it is, then, and here's the flagpole, here's the flag or the pennant itself, then this would retrace to the size of this flagpole, which would also have us at this 86.3. So this is like, you know, if I could sum up my trading philosophy and system, or just philosophy, I mean, not the system itself, but philosophy, it's just clues. I'm just searching for clues. I'm like Sherlock Holmes out here, looking for clues, looking for where the pieces fit, finding the confluences, so I can see the bigger picture. Too many traders look, you know, they don't see the forest from the trees in terms of the strategy, in terms of the big picture of what's going on. And this just ultimately becomes a fact-finding mission for me, to where then it's just process of elimination. If you can look at this as process of elimination, only if you have a working strategy though, then can you really eliminate things, because otherwise you're still kind of just you're definitely rolling the dice and sitting at the blackjack table, right? But if you're at the blackjack table and you're like, okay, cool, I always hit until I have a 17 or something like that. I don't really like blackjack, but you know what I'm saying. Still, that's not a good edge, right? You need a system that you can follow continuously. So I do like these yen pairs on the long side. I think they look really good. If I were to enter these, I would be looking for a deeper pullback and a potential entry point. So in terms of the dollar, you know, this is the dollar index, and we're pretty much, it would look and appear as though we are in a breakout situation here, right? And so you can just look at, you know, I drew this out on the dollar index a while ago. Let's have a look at US dollar yen, right? I mean, this is definitely a breakout. And I think my next entry level would be, went just a little bit higher, this 38.2, right around 133.07. I think this would be an amazing place to get long. Maybe it'll drop down a little bit further, but this would be my target. And so, you know, you can use that across the board to then look for potential dollar strength, right? In terms of Euro USD rolling over here, coming up to retest some of these zones a little bit higher, right? There's that. This is where our low, and you can see this was a inverted head and shoulders here, and it was invalidated by breaking this low. So now really we're just in a downtrend, right? So we're having a slight reprieve when it comes to dollar strength. And hey, market's just open. So market just opened. It's going to be a big week. I'm going to have to get back, see where, if any gaps are here. Here's GU, and I'm going to be looking for potential dollar entries. And also let's see where Euro CAD opened up. Pretty much right what I'm looking for, so that looks good. So yeah, we have a big week in store. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to make some money, and if you're not making money and making withdrawals, you need some help. You need some direction, and you don't just wake up and just download this stuff and just wake up one day and be like, oh yeah, I'm a profitable trader now. Or, oh yeah, I can follow my rules. Oh yeah, I'm disciplined, right? You have to learn discipline. You have to foster it. You have to let it grow, and then really just let it sink into your identity, right? So if you want to join me, learn my system, become disciplined, get mentored, and actually make this a reality for yourself, click the link below. Let's make it happen for you. Like, don't waste any more time. This is a massive opportunity. It's not going to be around forever. So let's have a great week, everybody. I appreciate you. Click the link below if you want to get started, and let's get it. I'll see you in the chat, or I'll definitely see the people in the accelerator on the live call on Tuesday. Peace.